All right, this is your golfing buddy Bobby Lopez, and I'm here with my pal Darren DeMaili. The
Oh, well, you
man.
said it right. You said it
I
right.
said it right for once, right? The man, the legend from Myrtle Beach.
You said like McMahon last time. I don't know where that came from.
Dimage. When I see it, I want to say Dimage. Dimage. It's French, right?
It is French, but
Dimage.
yeah.
Dimage. Oh, I hit the policy bunker. Anyway, we've got a trip coming up to Myrtle Beach where you are, right? And
Yes.
we're looking
Yep.
forward to spending
Golf
time.
capital of the world.
And you have your buddy here, who we're going to take a look at here, who's Patrick Pitbull
The
Wilkinson.
pit bull. Yep.
And he's going to do a demonstration as part of the. They're going to come down. We're going to play a press wave. We're going to play a Diamondback. We're going to work on our games. We're going to do short game school, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we're going to improve your golf game and at the same time have a blast. And part of it's going to be the fun of watching Patrick here hit the ball out of the park because he did the other night when we were there. He landed
Amazing.
in a green superintendent's building or
Oh
something.
yeah. Broke a car window, I think.
That could be very bad. They can't do anything about it. He's a cop, so what are they going to do?
That's right.
So anyway, what have you been doing with him? Because again, I openly admit I have no real knowledge of what to do with a long ball hitter. That was never anything I ever worked on.
Yeah, this is a good picture to start. First thing we worked on, Bobby, was tee height. The pit bull was really at about 2.5 inches with his tee height. Right here, you can see he's at about 4 inches, which gives him a good margin to swing up on it. You can see his shoulders are tilted. The width of his stance is nice and wide, and his hands are well behind the golf ball. Most people that I see, and you see as well, Bobby, start to get their hands a little bit forward at address when they're trying to hit a driver. But we're trying to hit the ball on the upswing. So tee height, hand position, tilt, with a stance. That's really the first thing that we worked on to become efficient for the speed that he was swinging at.
Yeah, well, they're hearing about the shaft lean so much and these different gadgets you use to get shaft lean. They don't realize really with a driver, you want the head to pass the hands, do you not?
You do. Yep, absolutely.
That's what I've always thought. I mean, um, so let's see. I like the tilt he has. I like what you
Yeah.
guys did here. See that's good. Let's see where his head goes from there. Holy cow! Look at this. Wait, there. Yeah, that's right there. That's as far as it goes. Look at that.
Pretty good.
Maron. Man,
Yep. So
could you hurt somebody? Can you imagine laying down and put the tea in your mouth and tell them to go ahead and hit it? If he did hit you, you're done. You might as well dig a hole and throw you right
no
in.
doubt.
Oh man, look at that backswing.
Yeah, and we're still trying to go a little more with that. I mean, that's pretty
Really?
good. Yeah, we're still trying to go a little more. Absolutely. So one of the formulas for speed is actually a calculation between time and distance. And how far you can swing the club back is the distance aspect to that. And the more you can go, the more club head speed you can create.
Wow. Well, how does a guy like Rom? He hits the daylights out of it. He hasn't got any kind of backswing at all.
Well, he does, but he doesn't have long drive speed. Rahm is probably in the Dustin Johnson realm of 125 to 130 at the most. I mean, when the pit bull swings one, he's around 135 at his slow speeds.
So what's the maximum speed you're looking? What are you trying to get to?
Oh, to be competitive, you're looking at 145 to 150.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Holy cow.
minimum.
Holy cow.
And you know what? It is what it is right now. But do you remember? I'll give you a quiz, Bobby. Do you know who broke the 4-minute mile? Any idea?
Yeah, I think it was Juanchito Gonzalez. He was running from a 7-Eleven with a Swanson
He
dinner under his
was.
arm.
And he and he did it like in 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
And he climbed a
Pretty
fence.
good. But I guess my point being is that it's all relative. Nowadays, if you're hitting at 350 as a long drive champion, who knows what's going to happen in the future, because the 4-minute mile at one point was something that was not touchable. And now you have high school kids running the mile in 3:45, 3:40.
Wow.
So it's all changing. But
I know when I played back in the 70s, I'm serious. I mean, Nicklaus, if he smoked one, it was 280. I don't, they
yeah,
talk about him hitting it over 300 and stuff, and I mean, I'm sure he did certain spots, but for the most part, Gary Player, even Palmer, I mean, they hit it 260, 270. The ball didn't go any further than that, almost.
yeah, yeah,
You knocked the rubber bands out of it. I used to watch
yeah.
him pop in the summertime in Miami on the range because if you had a smile on it, you could cut it, and the things would just pop open and be rubber bands all over the place. You don't see it like that anymore. They're solid balls now. Let's see. Look at him. He's tilting back. Right there, you don't think his hips could be turned more?
Oh, no doubt. So if you take a look at where his left foot is, right, his left foot is
toed in.
It's toed in, which is providing some resistance, which is one of the things we're working on. All long drive players, they have that left foot, and if you can go a little bit farther into the sequence there, you'll see how it kind of twists against the ground. So we're trying to definitely get some more hip turn, some more rotation, which will increase a little bit of lag, and therefore get that club swinging a little bit faster. And there you go. I mean, right there is a great position. Go back 1 second there, Bobby.
1 second.
Back to that finish.
Oh, the other one?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
The face on finish. Yeah, there you go. And the finish. There you go. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
One more frame, 2 more frames. There you go. Right there. That's a great picture, because most people think that that's a reverse pivot. And they don't want to mimic that position. Well, if you want to hit it a long ways, there's a position you want to mimic.
Why do they think that's a reverse pivot? A reverse pivot's really on the backswing, isn't it?
You can. There's
definitely
definitely
spinning out. You think you're spinning out, and you're not really. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely different definitions to that, but it's really the weight going the wrong way in most people's minds.
Right.
So finishing more towards the back, like Patrick is doing here, like the Pitbull is doing, is something most people think they can't or don't need to accomplish, which couldn't be further from the truth.
I got you. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I've seen it live, and I can tell you from experience, he absolutely knocks the snot out of it. He will not disappoint. So go to quickfixgolf.com and then look for the Myrtle Beach picture, and this is a Myrtle Beach trip. Click on that and see which one of these dates is good for you. I think we have the last week of February. We have mid-March and mid-April. It's very affordable. We're going to go down and have a great time, right? We're having a campfire. We're having a shootout on a par 3 course. And we're going to play Diamondback. We're going to play Presswick. We're going to watch Pitbull hit some shots. You and I are going to do a clinic after that. I'm going to bring a couple of my trick shot clubs. And we're going to have a blast. We're going to have a great time, and you're going to learn something, I promise. Darren here is very, very knowledgeable. Darren used to work for Nicklaus. And it's interesting, some of the stuff I heard you talking about Nicklaus and how what he says about what a release is in his mind and all that kind of stuff. And we'll have a nice little rap session where you can unload and explain to everybody a lot of these different things and explain how they incorporate in their golf game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We're going to have a lot of fun, play some good golf, you get some good instruction, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to be all about the laughs and fun that we have.
Oh, it'll be a blast. So don't forget, quickfixgolf.com. Look for the Myrtle Beach. Click on that and come see us, will you? Thanks a lot, Darren. This was great, buddy.
Thanks, Bobby.